Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to give you a first impression slash review slash unboxing of my new practice hand. This is the first practice hand I've ever bought and I got it from Aliexpress, but I will just mention all the extra information later on in this video. But because it is such quite of like a big box, I just had to put it on the floor just to show you. Hi, there's my cat, or at least one of my cats. I had to put it on the floor because otherwise it wouldn't fit in my like screen view, if you know what I mean, because usually I just record at my desk or at one of my tables in the house, but it is quite a big box. So it did came packed in like a big white envelope with all the address information and stuff like that, but then it comes in this white box, and I have already opened it and just checked if everything was okay, because it was quite of like a more expensive buy, which I got from Aliexpress. It was a little over 18 euros. I think it was 18 euros and like 20 cents or something. So it is one of the more expensive things I bought, but I already opened it to check and see if everything's okay. So when it comes out of this white box, which you can see is kind of like messed up, but I think that's just because sometimes like mail companies and stuff like that don't really handle everything with as much care as they should, in my opinion. So that's why the box is a little bit beaten up, and the plastic like packaging inside is a little beaten up as well. But I'm just going to take this out of the box and show you what it looks like. And in the meantime, this little furry baby is like having the best day of his life because I'm on the floor right next to him. He's just so cute. Just look at that. Hi, baby. Hi. But back to the practice hand. So it comes packed in that white box and a white envelope, as I said, and then you just have a plastic transparent container. I have to say, the hand itself looks really nice. I think the packaging could have been better, but you know, I bought it at Aliexpress, so I don't really have that much to complain anyway, because the price was really good, and then the packaging, what you gonna do with the packaging anyways, you know? You're just going to throw it out or reuse it or anything like that. But this is what the hand looks like. So you have the practice hand. It already has some nails on there. And then you also have a bag of 100 extra practice nail tips, or just nail tips, the ones that fit perfectly on there. You can always just look up some extra practice hand nail tips at Aliexpress, because I know they do sell them separately as well, and I actually already placed an order for 100 extra little tips. I'm not sure if I'm really going to use all of these tips on these hand, or on this hand, because I do have like some putty stuff, and you can just use other like false nails on them as well, because these have like a brown backing, and natural nails usually don't have such an opaque brown backing. So that's why I'm also going to try it out with like loose or like false tips, like full false tips or nails. I'm a little rambly, I'm sorry, it's my weekend and I didn't sleep that much. But you guys know how it is. But this is the hand, and I'm just going to take it out real quick, scoop the packaging out of the way. So that is what the hand looks like. Oh, and these are my legs because I'm on the floor. Yeah, it actually looks pretty nice. It does have a nice length of like the metallic flexible like thingy, I don't know how to call that, and it has this screw on thing, so you can actually really easy just secure it to your table, screw it tight, and yeah, so I don't have anything to nag or complain about that. The flexible tube is actually pretty long, as you can see. Yeah, I'm just going to move onto my table and just show you the hand up close. So I'm back at my table, or like my workplace where I usually do nails and stuff. Oh, and ignore this hand. I still have to do a gel polish design on this, so sorry about that. But I did clean them up compared to last video. But this is the little like grip, or I don't know how you call this in English, but you just screw this tight, you put it onto your table and screw it as tight as necessary to make it fit. I do have to say it is a little bit like, this is a little wobbly, but I think it might grip nicely. The only thing is that this little platform, it has a screw in there, so that might damage the underside of your table. And the other thing is that the edge of this part, which will be on top of your table, so your table will be right here, it does have some sharp edges. So I don't know if every hand has that, but you might want to file it down just a little bit, because I think that might scratch your table and damage it, especially because I have really like a wooden tabletop. Do you call it like that? I have a wooden table, so that will definitely scratch the surface of the table. So just make sure to file down the edges. If you work at a really old desk or workstation, you might not want to be bothered with that, but it's just a little heads up. If you work on like a really neat, nice newer table, you might want to just get rid of those sharp edges. But again, the flexible tube is actually really nice. You can bend it really easily. It doesn't acquire a lot of like pressure or strength or anything. And then here we have the hand. Ooh, let's just flip that tube a little bit. So it actually says nail practice hand. It is sturdy like plastic, and the fingers are bendable, which is really nice. I think you can actually take these out as well if you don't want the entire hand, but you just want to work with the fingers. But I'm just going to try it out with just the entire hand first, because I haven't used a hand like this before, so I'm just really curious to see how it works. But you can remove the fingers if you only want to work with the fingers. So that is what it looks, and all of the separate parts of the finger are movable, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And the brown is like a complete like massive hard plastic. The first part of the fingers are as well, but then you get the fingertips with the actual nails on it, and that feels more of like a rubbery thing. As you can see, I can easily just bend it, manipulate it, and then the nails, you could just flip them off. That just looks to me, because I work on natural nails mostly, that just looked horrific. Just pulling a nail off like that. But as you can see, it has a little opening, and these little nails actually have a little like thingy that goes into the finger. But as I said, you could easily just go for, let me just grab it real quick. I do have like single like false nails, and you can just put those on with a little bit of like poster buddy or like putty or something like that. And then you can easily work with those as well if you don't want to work on the brown tips. But as you can see, these really are handy though, because they actually have a cuticle area, so you can really practice on that before you practice on real people, and you can just click in the nails really easily. I think there are separate sizes of nails, so the only thing is, with the pack of 100 extra nail tips, they are all like mushed in together. They aren't organized by size or anything like that, so that might be a little bit of a hassle when you want to replace your little nails and you have to just fit the sizes. So that's a little bit of a hassle, but then again, it is an Aliexpress practice hand for only 18 euros. So I don't know if I can really nag about that. Other than that, they really, or the fingers, they are a little bit like rough to bend, especially the first part, but then the part on where the finger is attached to the hand actually works really nicely. It's really flexible, just like a natural hand would move. It's just this second, like, how do you call that, like bendy part is a little bit more rough, but I think that might get a little bit more flexible as you work with this one more. But yeah, I think it looks really, really nice. The only thing I really don't get, and that's just me being a little nitpicker, is why they don't make this in like a full skin color. Like, why is the hand brown, the first part of the finger brown? Why are the nails like a brown color? Why won't they just make it like a soft pink, like natural nail plates would look like? So if they would make the entire hand out of like a full hard plastic in a skin color, doesn't even matter what skin tone, if it's just like one color, that would be great. But maybe that's just me being a little nitpicker and just a little bit OCD in wanting the hand to be one color. Or it doesn't even matter. I don't care if it's like a completely like black hand or a completely like paper white or even a pink or anything like that. I just don't get why they have to do it in two separate colors, because I feel like it would look so much nicer in just one opaque color. I don't care if it's yellow, pink, orange, green, whatever. If it's a green hand, that would be pretty cool, because then you're working on like an alien or something. And now my mind is just totally going all over the place. Welcome, I'm Femke. I'm a little bit rambly. But yeah, this is the practice hand. I bought it for 18 euros and 20 cents, and I'm actually really happy with it. I still have to like apply it to my tabletop just to see how it works, but I think the range you have is pretty big. I think you could actually fit this on like a tabletop of like, how much would this be, like 5 centimeters or something like that, 5 to maybe 6 centimeters. So you can apply this to loads of different tables, and yeah, I think it looks really nice. As I said, you can easily just get these little nails off. It doesn't even take like much pressure or strength or anything like that, and yeah, I'm actually really happy about it. You can take off the fingers separately as well. And the seller where I got this one, before I forget to mention, I got it at Cassie Nails Store, or Casey Nail Store. I will just leave the link to the seller in my description box, or if you want a direct link to this practice hand, please let me know in the comments down below and I will reply to you directly. I am going to use this hand for my winter nail art week videos, because I'm going to do 7 wintry nail art designs in a row, like for a full week, and I'm going to do that the week before Christmas, I think. I'm not sure. It might be a week earlier, but then I will really have to hurry, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'm going to use this one, so if you don't see me working on my own natural nails, that's just because it's a little bit like of a waste to just remove every single day my beautiful design I want to make. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. As I said, if you want a direct link or any other links, always just ask me in the comments below. If you have any questions or comments or recommendations on videos you would like to see me do, you could always just leave that down in the comments as well. I read every single one of your comments and reply to you personally, because I love you guys and I really appreciate you for watching and subscribing, of course, and just hanging out with me in general. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in a next video.